Hey, what's up, investors? Jason here. So we're going to do another technical analysis and price prediction of Ethereum. And right now we're looking over at the weekly chart here. What we got here is our bull market support band, which right now we're going to call our bear market resistance band. So we can see that right now we have a lot of resistance trying to break through this band. Anything above this band, of course, would be very bullish. Anything on the other end of this band is, of course, bearish. So we have been above this bull market band though here this year. Of course, we were there back in the month of March, and then of course we've ended up falling through as soon as we started the second quarter of 2022. We made an attempt in the month of August to break through the band. Well, then that also did not happen. But right now at this moment, we're still within range of being able to do such, because as the price of Ethereum keeps falling, of course the bull market support band falls with it. And we're getting closer and closer to that opportunity of seeing such a breakout happen. Now, also worth looking at here is our moving averages here. So we're still attempting to break that 200-week moving average. So we're still within an area that we're trying to break through this. You can see that there's just so much resistance of seeing such a play happen, but it's not that common that Ethereum is below this 200-week moving average. This hasn't happened in a very long time. So this was nothing that had ever happened in all of 2021. So the whole year of 2021, Ethereum was above this 200-week moving average and even this 50-day moving average. So it was not until we pretty much really kicked off this year that crypto hit this bear market that ended up sending it below all these previous moving averages. So a lot going on here, really. Now, what I want to do though is to show you guys the patterns that we're currently working with. So turning back on the drawings here, looking at this trend line that we have. So we've been following this trend, as you can see with that bull market support band there. We're just moving along that right now at this moment. And I would not think that there's really much time before we end up breaking through this band, because as you can see, the weekly moving averages are going to continue moving to the right, and we've consolidated so much within the price of Ethereum that at some moment we're going to really have to see a breakout happen here. So looking at this current wave that we're in now, we can either possibly call this a potential fifth wave that we're working on, or we're within a corrective wave. So if we were to say, as we had 5 impulses to the upwards here, and there's that possibility that we're having 5 impulses to the downwards, then we would still be within a fifth wave right now. And using Elliot wave theory, then we'd say that the price of Ethereum would more than likely drop a bit more. But how much room is there for Ethereum to drop more than where it was at its 52-week low? So that's that big question of that potential possibility of that happening, which I think that would not be the case, because we can also look at things a bit different here, and we can say, yeah, we had five waves to the downward, and this is that corrective wave that we're working on. Or we can say, as we've seen Ethereum fall here, we've had just multiple corrective waves. So as you can see, we have this current A, B, C pattern here, and we're with another A, B, C. So we had a 5, 3, 3, and maybe what we're working on here with this A, B, C correction, this could be that start of another 5-wave impulse. Because as you can see, this wave here is much different than these other waves that we had to the downside. So this C wave here, or the start of our possible corrective wave that we're in, there's something here that people are not really talking about much on YouTube. Now, this was the wave that ended up going below this 200-week moving average, but also another very important factor about it is that $880 price that it went down to, that's also the price that we pumped through in our first week of 2021. Which is a very key price to think about. So this weekly candlestick here, this represents December 28th, 2020, where it started, and then the next candlestick starts on January 4th, 2021. So during that week, that's when we kicked off the beginning of the year. And so what we've already done is we've already retraced all the gains that Ethereum had in 2021. I mean, if you think about that, then you have to answer the question, how much lower can Ethereum go? Because we had this major rally, and sure, a lot of what we probably saw was FOMO, but there's been more and more use cases with Ethereum, and there's been more people that have been invested into. There's been more retail investors invested into Ethereum. There's been more institutional investors invested in Ethereum. There's been a lot of big money pumping into Ethereum as well. So you have to really answer that question is, how much lower could Ethereum go? So if we were to see this be a possible fifth wave and this come down to a point lower than this line, say to $600 or wherever it would go, then that's a much more bearish case scenario, and that's taking us into price levels that we were in back in 2020. And I don't really think that much of a retracement with the value of Ethereum is something that is that highly possible. So I think that we're just really consolidating a lot. And as you can see, we're staying within this trend line right now. I think that we're going to eventually end up pumping through the 200-week moving average and get on that other side of that bull market support band, the side that we need to be to initiate that bull market outlook with Ethereum. So that's what I think. I think we're really close to seeing such a play happen. I think that we're within weeks of seeing that. If we're not within that this next week or the week after that, I think that we're that close. I think within possibly these next 4 weeks that there's that possibility that we're going to break this trend, because I really don't think Ethereum can really consolidate that much, because at some point, if it even stays within this price range, it's going to be out of the trend and in that bull market territory, I would think. So I think that that's what's currently going on. I think that there's a really likely possibility that the breakout for Ethereum is coming at any day, really. I think it's within these coming weeks here that we are going to see that happen. And more than likely, I think that we will see some really nice price pumps when that does happen. Of course, if we were to look at this C wave here, this is taking us closer into 2023. I think that it would be a good long time before we'll see Ethereum get back to its all-time high. I'm not saying that anything's going to be anything quick or is going to happen fast, but I'm saying at some point here very soon in the coming weeks, we're going to break out of this trend and we're going to see some more price movements. But none of this is financial advice. This is really just my own opinions and my own strategies. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about this. Do you guys think that we're that close to seeing this breakout with Ethereum? I would like to know. So please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. See you in the next one.